Hi, welcome to today's On This Day in Tudor History. I'm Claire Ridgway. I run the Tudor Society website, which is a hub of all things Tudor for Tudor history lovers all around the world. And I also run the Anne Boleyn Files website. I've also written several Tudor history books, and I'm a bit of a Tudor history nut, I think you can describe me as. I'm going to take you back to 1541 today, so still in the reign of King Henry VIII, like we were yesterday. So the 6th of May 1541, because on this day in 1541, King Henry VIII issued an injunction ordering the Bible of the largest and greatest volume to be had in every church. Now, the Bible that he was referring to in this injunction on this day in 1541 was the Great Bible, or it's also known as the Coverdale Bible. And it was the first authorised Bible in the English language to be written in the vernacular rather than being, in Latin. This Bible, the Great Bible, takes its other name, the Coverdale Bible, from the fact that it was prepared by Bible translator and reformer Miles Coverdale. He'd been commissioned by Thomas Cromwell back in 1537 to revise the Matthew Bible, which was a Bible which combined the work of William Tyndale and Coverdale, and to get this Bible printed in Paris. It used Tyndale's his New Testament and his Pentateuch, and then it combined that with Miles Coverdale's own translations of other books of the Bible. So it was a combination of people's work, William Tyndale and Miles Coverdale. Now, unfortunately, after this Bible was printed in Paris, over 2,000 copies of it were seized by the Inquisition, and they didn't just seize it and keep it locked away, they actually seized it and burned it. But fortunately for Coverdale and for England, some unbound copies that weren't quite ready yet were saved, so the work wasn't destroyed completely. And so it was then eventually printed in 1539 as the Great Bible. Now here is the injunction that was issued on this day in 1541 by Henry VIII. Proclamation confirming injunctions heretofore set forth by royal authority for curates and parishioners to provide by a day now expired and set up in every church Bibles containing the Old and New Testament in English. By these injunctions, the king intended his subjects to read the Bibles for their instruction humbly and reverently, not reading aloud in time of Holy Mass or other divine service, nor being laymen arguing thereupon. Many towns and parishes having failed to accomplish this, they are straitly commanded before All Saints' Day next to provide and set up Bibles of the largest volume upon penalty of 40 shillings for every month's delay after All Saints' Day, half to go to the informer. The sellers of such Bibles are taxed to charge for them not above 10 shillings for Bibles unbound or 12 shillings for Bibles well bound and clasped. Ordinaries having ecclesiastical jurisdiction are to see to this. Now, another name for this Bible, the Great Bible or the Coverdale Bible, is also Whitchurch's Bible, because it was printed in the City of London by Edward Whitchurch, who had actually originally printed it in Paris with Richard Grafton. But of course, those copies, apart from a few unbound ones, had been seized by the Inquisition. It's also known as the Chained Bible, and I think you can probably guess why it was called the Chained Bible, but I will explain for those of you that can't. It was named that because it was such a big and expensive item. It was quite often chained in the church, perhaps chained to a pew or something, to stop parishioners shoplifting it really, and taking it home, taking it out of the church. So the chained Bible, because it was often chained up in the church. It is thought that over 9,000 copies of it had been printed by 1541, when King Henry VIII issued this injunction, saying that parish churches, had to have this Bible available to their parishioners. So it's an important event because this was the first properly authorised Bible in English, and it was being made available to those people in the parish that could read, and that they had a chance to try and understand it for themselves without relying on their parish priest to explain it and put his interpretation on it. So a very important event on this day in history, the 6th of May 1541. I'll be back tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.